All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to talk about the absolute foundation of everything. I mean, everything. We are going to explore the single, tiny, fundamental building block that makes up you, me, this planet, and the entire universe.
And just so you know, this is part 3 of a much larger series on chemistry. But what we're talking about today, this is the bedrock. It's the one idea that everything else in chemistry is built on. So let's dive in.
So let's kick things off with a massive question. When you look around at all the stuff in the world, what is it really? I mean, if we could just keep zooming in, way, way past what any microscope could ever see, what would we actually find?
No, seriously, think about that for a second. The chair you might be sitting on, the air you're breathing, the very screen you're looking at right now. On the most basic level, they are all made of the exact same things. They're just put together in different ways. The answer is, well, it's both incredibly simple and kind of mind-blowing. And that answer is the atom. An atom is the smallest possible piece of something that is still that thing. For example, the smallest piece of gold you can have that is still gold is 1 atom of gold. If you break it down any further into its little pieces like protons, neutrons, and electrons, it just stops being gold. This is the point where matter gets its identity. And this simple little model you're seeing here? That's the blueprint for everything. The iron in your blood, the oxygen you're breathing in right this second. It all starts with this basic structure. Now, to really wrap our heads around this, we need a good analogy. And thankfully, our source material gives us the absolute perfect way to picture how these tiny, tiny particles create such a huge variety of stuff. And there it is. It's that simple. Atoms are basically the universe's Lego collection. There are only about 118 different kinds of bricks. Those are the elements on the periodic table, but you can combine them in an almost infinite number of ways to build absolutely everything, from a drop of water to a distant star to you.
Okay, so we've got a handle on what they are. But now for the part that's, honestly, it's just really hard to comprehend. Their scale. We say they're incredibly tiny, but that phrase doesn't even come close. Let's try to put this into perspective.
So our source uses this brilliant analogy. I want you to picture an atom, but let's blow it up to the size of a giant football stadium, okay? You're standing right there on the 50-yard line. Now, where's the actual stuff? Where's the matter that makes up the atom? The nucleus, which has almost all the mass, would be no bigger than a single feather just floating there in the middle of the field. The rest of the stadium, the entire rest of it, is just empty space where a few electrons are zipping around. Which leads to this crazy conclusion: the solid world all around us is made of things that are almost entirely empty space. So why can't you walk through a wall? It's because the electrons in the wall's atoms and the electrons in your hand's atoms are repelling each other with this incredible force. What you feel as solid is really just an invisible force field. Wild, right?
Here's another way to think about it. Look at that number, 100 million. If you could somehow line up 100 million atoms right next to each other, that entire chain would barely stretch a single centimeter. That's how impossibly small we're talking about.
I know this is all pretty abstract, so let's bring it all the way back home. Let's see how this incredible scale applies to you, to the human body.
Just take a good long look at that number. That's a 7 with 27 zeros after it. 7 octillion. That's the estimated number of atoms inside an average human body. And get this, every single second, your body's swapping out millions of these atoms, constantly rebuilding you from this basic cosmic dust.
So, the most important point here, and the source text says it perfectly, is this: every object, every substance, every material you have ever encountered is made of atoms. There are no exceptions. It is the one great unifying principle of all the physical stuff in the universe. And that leaves us with a really profound thought to chew on. The very atoms that make up your body right now, they were forged inside dying stars billions of years ago. They were part of countless other things, rocks, oceans, dinosaurs, before they became you. And long after we're gone, they'll go on to become parts of countless other things. We are, quite literally, just rearranged stardust. So if that's true, what does that say about our connection to the rest of the universe? Thanks for joining me.